welcome you all who have joined from all the parts of the world through the medium of electronic devices and media, all the listeners, attendees, and the organizer of this beautiful Katha, the whole Vadukul family. In the reverie of their highest ancestors' appearance, their three sons, Sri Bharat Bhai, Nain Manjari Mataji, Vidur Prabhu, Vidurani Mataji, Kirit Prabhu, and Renuka Mataji, and their family and extended family. I welcome you all on the fifth day of this Bhagavatam Katha. Welcome back, and please accept our humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Radhe Shyam.
श्रीमद् भागवत में मिथिला के राजा निमि महाराज ने
In Srimad Bhagavatam, the king of Mithila asked the question to Nav-Yogendra. He asked, there are 4 yugas, that is Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga. So, in all these 4 yugas, which one is the incarnation of the Lord Himself? So, this was asked by Nimi Maharaj. And what kind of form does He takes when He appears? And in these different yugas, what are the different processes and procedure to attain the Lord? At that time, Karbhajan Rishi replies to Nimi Maharaj. He says in Satyuga, he appears in a white form. Shvetambar means white. And the process is to meditate in Satyuga. So in Satyuga, you should meditate to attain the Lord. In Treta Yuga, his color of form is red, that is blood color. Rakt means red or blood. And the process to attain the Lord is through homa or fire sacrifice. And in Dwapara, he is dusky skinned, and to attain the Lord is through deity service or Arch Vigraha Seva. And at end, the topic was raised about Kali Yuga. So I'm talking about the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So as I told you earlier that I'm not speaking anything beyond Bhagavatam. So in the 11th canto, when they talked about Kali Yuga, that who is the Lord in Kali Yuga and what is his color of form and what is the process to attain him, at that time,
श्री करभाजन ऋषि कहते हैं,
Rishi Karbhajan replies to Nimi Maharaj that in this Kali Yuga, the Lord doesn't comes in an as a God or incarnation of God, but he will come as in the form of a devotee. And he himself will describe his qualities. So he himself will describe the Lord and what color he will be. Trisha or Krishnam. Krishna means dusky and is opposite. So Krishna is dusky, but Krishna means white or fair. So he himself will describe himself and his color will be white or fair skinned. In other yugas, the Lord will have weapons, etc., like club, disc, bow and arrow, etc. But in Kali Yuga, his weapons will be his close eternal associates. And who is that Lord? And it is said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Krishna himself to teach or preach how to perform loving devotional service towards the Lord, to teach the people in Kali Yuga, the Lord himself manifested around 535 years back. He had the mellow of Srimati Radharani. He took the form of a devotee, and this Lord, who came as a devotee, he taught by his own behavior how to perform unalloyed devotional service towards the Lord. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that the Lord is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for Kali Yuga. It is also mentioned in Mahabharata. If you know Vishnu Sahasranam, and some people chant Vishnu Sahasranam, so in Vishnu Parv, in some verses, Vishnu Sahasranam are mentioned, where 100,000 names of Lord Vishnu are mentioned. So in this, one of the verse, it is mentioned that he is Suvarna or Hemang. So Lord Vishnu's one name is Hemang. So what does Hemang means? Hem means gold and Ang means body, whose body color is of golden color is Hemang. Now you tell me, of all the incarnations of Lord Vishnu, which form has golden color or golden hue? There is only one and one incarnation, and that is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in Mahabharata, Vishnu Sahasranam, it is mentioned. And another name for him is Sannyasakrit, that is, who took the sannyasa or a life of celibacy. So of all the incarnations of Lord Vishnu, which form or incarnation has taken to celibacy or celibate life? So do you remember any such incarnation? So, there is only and only one incarnation or avatar, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So whether it is Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Garur Puran, Skanda Purana, or the Richas of Vedas, or the Bhavishya Purana, in all of these, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is mentioned and he himself came as a united form of Radha and Krishna. And he fundamentally has taught us how to perform unallied devotional service towards the Lord. He was born in Bengal, and at the age of 24, he took the celebrate form of life, fold of life, and then he started residing in Jagannath Puri, and he just lived on this earth for 48 years. But in his last days, as he came as in the form of a devotee, so he was situated in the Krishna Prema or l- love towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when he used to have separation from the Lord, at that time, what did he used to do is mentioned in scriptures like Chaitanya Charitamrita. And it is beautifully described there in detail. So let's sing two lines from there and listen to the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
न सम्मुखे भागवत धर पढ़े न सम्मुखे भागवत गदाधर पढ़े न सम्मुख भागवत गदाधर पढ़े न सम्मुख भागवत सुनी न प्रकाशे प्रभु प्रेम भाव यत प्रकाशे प्रभु प्रेम भागवत। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु को जब कृष्ण का विरह होता था,
when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to feel the separation from the Lord, he used to cry vehemently, "Where shall I go? Where shall I find Brijesh Nandan? I have become old. I have spent so many years, but yet I am to have an audience with the Lord. Where will I find my Shyam Sundar?" He used to cry with so many tears. So when we have tears, they flow down. But he used to have fountains of tears which used to drench people around him. So in Jagannath Puri, there is a temple, Gambhira, where he used to bang his head on the wall, and he used to plead in distress that I'm not able to find Krishna. How shall I find him? And in this separation or state of separation, Gadadhar Pandit used to accompany him, and whenever he used to remember the Lord, Gadadhar Pandit used to speak Bhagavatam, it is said.
पढ़े न सम्मुखे भागवत पढ़े न सम्मुखे भागवत सुनी न प्रकाशे प्रभु प्रेम भावयत प्रहलाद चरित्र आर ध्रुवेर चरित्र प्रहलाद चरित्र आर ध्रुवेर चरित्र क्या क्या सुनते थे जब
What
कृष्ण
he used to listen when he used to feel separation from the Lord, what he used to listen, it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita.
आर ध्रुवेर चरित्र
प्रह्लाद चरित्र आर ध्रुवेर चरित्र
शतावृत्ति करिया शून्य न सवहिता
शतावृत्ति करे ना शूने ना शूहित
शतावृत्ति करियाशु न सवहिता
शतावृत्ति करे ना
न
सवहित
श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु प्रहलाद चरित्र
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to listen to the pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj. He used to listen to the characteristics of these two great devotees of the Lord. So today we are going to listen to Dhruv Charitra, and the same Dhruv Charitra was heard by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I am just referring to that, especially because who are new, they might be enjoying it, but they might be very, very senior devotees. They might be thinking, oh, they're speaking about Dhruva Maharaj Katha. We have heard it thousands of times. But have you transformed? Even if you have heard 1,000 times, but have you transformed? Sometimes it so happens, I have heard people say, sometimes people counsel or advise as well, that every time you do Prahlad or Dhruva Maharaj's pastimes or Bhishma Pitamaha's pastime, so who is our ideal? For that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are the servant of, and if we want to do or perform devotional service like him, it is mentioned about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that at the stage of Krishna Prema, we don't even have strong faith. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in high state of devotional service, and he used to listen to Prahlad and Dhruva Charitra, and how many times? Shata Vritti Kariya. Shat means 100 and Vritti means times. So Gadadhar Pandit used to speak, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say that, repeat it, please repeat it again and again. He used to listen for 1,000 times. He used to listen to this pastime of the Lord and his devotee. Has Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lost his intelligence and we are more wiser? So the pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam are worth listening thousands of times. Some in society we invite and we tell them that you should come and listen. They said that we have already heard Srimad Bhagavatam. So their understanding is that if in our lifetime, if we have heard Bhagavatam once, then that is sufficient. But that's not the case. We should ask that you have ate yesterday, then what is the need to eat today as well? As we eat every day to sustain our life, our body, similarly, Bhagavatam sustains our soul and devotional service towards the Lord, and especially listening to one particular pastime for thousands times, sometimes people don't even understand the listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why they say that again and again we are listening to Dhruv Charitra, same Prahlad, same Hiranyakashipu and Mahamuni Narad, etc. But Mahaprabhu used to repeat it again and again, Shatavriti, and even greater word is that the more he heard, the more he became enthusiastic, the more he became inquisitive. If we listen to one katha once, then second time we think that this is again what have already been spoken, but that's not the case. So let me ask you a question. Why should we listen to Srimad Bhagavatam? Why do we listen to Srimad Bhagavatam? Do we do it as we are inquisitive or we want to accumulate knowledge? No, the katha is not to know. If you ask my opinion or perspective, then it is to remember the Lord. When we listen to the katha, then we should remember the Lord. Although we don't remember the Lord, we are always remembering the material world and people. But if you get a mellowful devotee, you listen from him, then you remember the Lord. And for that reverie or remembrance, we listen to the Bhagavatam. So to remember Bhagavatam after listening is okay, but the particular fundamental reason is that we should remember the Lord. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to listen to Chaitanya, to Prahlad and Dhruva Charitra again and again. So we have yesterday not concluded this. So let's start from where we stopped yesterday. So Dhruva was chastised by his stepmother. Oh, foolish boy, how dare you sit on the lap of the king? Dhruv was saddened and he left the palace and he came to his mother Suniti and started crying, lying on his lap. Suniti was unaware of what has happened. So she said, "What happened? Why are you crying? If you require anything, I will give it to you." So, but Dhruv was so much overwhelmed that he was unable to speak or utter a word. Throughout the day, he kept on crying. And in the evening, when all the other servants came and they told Suniti what had elapsed, and when she heard that Dhruva was scolded by his stepmother, Suniti also started crying. So they both, mother and son, were crying. And while crying, a mother is giving a beautiful counsel to her son. She says, Sunni, "Oh, my dear son, never ever blame your stepmother for her behavior. You might be thinking that she has given you this trouble or sadness. So in this world, nobody can give you any trouble. And that trouble that we get or distress that we face is because of our past work or deeds that we have performed. So in our prior life or in our this life, we might have done something bad. That is why we are facing the same situation. So you should not blame anyone. So this is something that we should also try to understand. In our life also, when we suffer, we blame others for our misery.
ऐसा ही है, वो ऐसा ही करता है, वो ऐसा ही करती है. कौन किसको दुख देता है?
We say that he does this and she does that. nobody can give any distress to anyone else. The distress that we face is according to our past actions. If whatever distress that we have to face will come, so it will come through a medium or an instrument. So that medium is just an instrument by which we are served our fruit of our past work or deed. So when Kaushalya realized that Ram was given exile of 14 years, then Mother Kaushalya was told that Kekai has exiled your son. Mother Kaushalya says that that is not the fault or shortcoming of Kekai. Kekai's mind was polluted by mantra. And we cannot blame mantra also, because mantra was contaminated by Mother Saraswati. And how can we blame Mother Saraswati? It is all about our fortune or misfortune. It is said,
सुख दुख करदाता काहू न कोई सुख दुख करदाता निज कृत कर्म भोग सब भ्राता निज कृत कर्म भोग सब काहू न को सुख दुख कर दाता कोई किसी को सुख भी नहीं दे सकता.
so nobody can give us any pleasure or sadness or distress. Happiness and sadness are served according to our past deeds or karma. So we should not blame others. So we are already distressed because of our past deeds. And if we blame others, then we get more entangled in it because it gets doubled. So we should accept it a part of our part of reaction that we are that we are suffering. So Suniti tells her son, if you really want to sit on the throne, you can sit there. So Dhruva was excited and said that, can I sit there? And mother replied that if Vishnu is satisfied, then he can make you sit on the throne. So prior to this, have he crowned anybody or coronated anybody? Then she said that yes, Brahmaji was coronated as the king of Brahmalok, and it was not by election but by the mercy of the Lord. So he said that Brahmaji is. So is there anybody who belongs to our family, who is our immediate related to us, who might have become a great king by the mercy of the Lord? When she said yes, Manu Maharaj, he is your grandfather. And for 71 Chaturyugas, he became the king or emperor just by the mercy of the Lord. So you can also become the king if you get the mercy of Lord Shri Vishnu. So, oh mother, I have one last question. Where can I find this Lord Vishnu? Mother Suniti replies, I don't know much, but I'm aware that great sages and saints in search or to attain the Lord go to the deep forest, and that Lord is to be found in the forest. So Dhruva bows down at the lotus feet, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu loved this. And he used to tell Gadadhar to repeat it again. 5-year-old child bows down at the mother's feet, and Mahaprabhu especially liked Dhruva Maharaj allegiance, and by bowing down at the mother's lotus feet, he used to say that, please bless me, that once I attain the Lord, only then I should come back. Mother Suniti gave him blessings, and this 5-year-old child, without any prior preparation, went to the deep forest immediately. We, in 10 years, go to Gokul Mathura. We do so much preparation before that. In 6 months, we start telling people that we are going there. We are going to Gokul, Vrindavan. Half of the UK becomes aware that he is going. Then they make food preparation and they make some sweet, etc. We don't understand whether they're going on a pilgrimage or is he going on a war. And even after that, eating and enjoying themselves, but Dhruva had not prepared anything. He just left in the clothes that he was wearing. Now, when Dhruva started, quite a few people raised this question that 5-year-old small child, how can a mother be so cruel that she sent or left her flower-like child like this? He could have been eaten by an animal. He could have lost his way. Was Dhruva's mother not worried about her son's well-being? It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, the mother, Suniti of Dhruva, had a firm faith in the Lord. It is said, she says, the Lord who saves the child in the womb of the mother, which is very critical. Just imagine how a child in the womb is fed, who provides with oxygen, and who makes him live like that. So the Lord does it. So the Lord who gives life in the womb, and so that child has gone to attain the Lord, then will not the Lord protect him? So how is this Lord? He is like Vatsala, cow. As a cow who has just given birth to a calf and she protects the calf, similarly the Lord protects and takes care of his devotee. And Suniti had this firm faith, allegiance in the Lord. That is why she sent Dhruva Maharaj. When Suniti sends Dhruva, then at the same time I remember Sumitra from Ramayana. When Ramji got exiled and Lakshmanji realized or became aware, he started running and he came to Lord Sri Ram. He said that you have been exiled for 14 years, just give me the name. So before Ramji could reply, he was speaking that, has Dashrathji given you exile? He didn't even address his father as father. Then Lord Sri Ram replies that the father is in a grave situation and I have to go in the forest. He says that if you're going to the forest, I will accompany you. Ramji advises him that Bharat and Shatrughan are not here and there is nobody here. So there should be someone to take care of our parents and you should reside in Ayodhya. But Lakshmanji doesn't agree. He says that I will just accompany you. When he became a diamond, then Ramji told that you go and take permission from your mother Sumitra. So this was the order from his elder brother. So Lakshmanji goes to Mother Sumitra, and it is mentioned in Ramayana that Lakshmanji is feeling that one step that he takes is taking so much time as if a kalpa has passed. So he's thinking whether mother will permit me or not. What if she refuses? So he was just in this thought, and he reached Mother Sumitra and he said, "Oh, my dear mother, I just want to take your permission." She said, "What permission you want?" She, he says that my elder brother Ram is going to the forest and I want to serve him, and that's why I want to accompany him. So I just came here to take your permission before I leave. Sumitra ji scolded, chastised Lakshman ji. She said, "Your elder brother is going to forest and you are here to ask permission. You don't trust your mother. I made, I, you were born so that you could serve the Lord or Lord Sri Ram. And that is why I gave birth to you. And now you have got this great opportunity. You should have started from there. Why did you came here to ask me? And listen carefully now that you are here, O Lakshmana. You should listen very carefully. You should serve Ramji in such a manner that he should not be reminded of Ayodhya even for one moment. If you are my son, then for 14 years you should not eat. If Ramji is sleeping, you should be awake. You should serve him, feed him first, and then you should eat and serve him. From today, I am not your mother. Now, Mother Sita is your mother, and Lord Ram is your father. And oh, my dear son, you are not leaving Ayodhya, because for you, Ayodhya is where there is Lord Sri Ram. Because the day is where there is sun. So if I ask you a question, where does the sun rises? East? So is it that the sun rises from east? So, or because the sun rises from there, that is why it is. Just let me know. So wherever the sun rises, that direction is considered to be east. Mother Sumitra said, "Oh dear son, where there is sun, there is the day. Where there is Lord Ram, their place is your Ayodhya. You should immediately leave." And till today, I was not thinking that I am your mother. I was not considering that I am a mother, but now I can say with pride that I am a mother and my son is the devotee of the Lord.
रघुपति भगत जातु सी तु होई
पुत्रवती जुगती होई रघुपति कीरति जासुमति होई
पुत्रवती जुगती जग सोई रघुपति भगत जातु सीतु होई
पुत्रवती जुगती
जग सोई
रघुपति कीरति जासुमति होई।
इस संसार में वही माँ है जिसका बेटा
In this world, only the mother is a mother when their children are devotees of Lord Sri Ram or Krishna, and those who don't serve the Lord, that mother or father is not considered as parents, because whose children don't serve the Lord, that children have came just to spoil their parents' adulthood or youth.
राम विमुख सुख ते ही नाही, पुत्रवती जुगवती
सब होई, रघुपति कीरति जासुमति होई।
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम,
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 हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम।
5 साल का बालक ध्रुव निकल पड़ा है।
So this 5-year-old child has left his home, and imagine, just by a little counsel of his mother, he has this huge desire that I want to sit on my father's throne, and with this desire that the Lord only can fulfill, with this faith he has left his home. He doesn't know where he has to go. He doesn't know in which direction he should move forward. He doesn't know the direction, but his position is perfect. What is this position? That I want to attain the Lord. If in a devotees in your heart you have a pure desire, then that desire is fulfilled by the Lord himself. But if the desire is not worthwhile, and if we have this pure desire that we want to attain the Lord, then we will get a bona fide spiritual master. But if we have just desire that we will do some charity and will enjoy our senses as well, then we will get that kind of spiritual master. So there is so much variety of spiritual masters also in this world. Whatever you want to eat, you can eat. Whatever you want to drink, you can drink. You can chant whatever you like. But you should be charitable and give donations on regular basis. So there are so many types of gurus. As are the spiritual masters, so are their disciples. So once a disciple said that, went to the Guru Maharaj and he said that you will be benefit. So from tomorrow, just start meditating on me and chant my name and you will get Vaikuntha. So this disciple said that you have been very merciful. So he was from Maharashtra. He said, I will give you the whole Maharashtra in donation to you. The spiritual master said that he became angry and he said that is this Maharashtra your personal property that you are here to donate it to me? Then the disciple said, is the Vaikuntha your father's property? That if I meditate on your name, then I will get Vaikuntha. So we should meditate and take the name, chant the holy names of the Lord, whose abode is Vaikuntha. So today's spiritual masters keep the Lord aside and they themselves want to become the Lord or the God. The responsibility of a spiritual master is to attach the disciple with a loving relationship with the Lord, and this spiritual master who attaches the disciple with himself, that is not right, and he destroys the disciple as well as the spiritual master. So the spiritual master is there till the point there is not a relationship between a disciple and the Lord. They are not attached. to their disciples. So Ramakrishna Paramahansa's disciple was Vivekanand, and he eh, from United States. Oh, because Ramakrishna Paramhans was going so from US, so his disciple was also sitting there to accompany him. So he said that. So Ramakrishna Paramhans was said that the king or the president of United States is here, and he said that cancel my ticket. So they said that this is a great opportunity that the president will be there sitting near to you. So Ramakrishna Paramhans said, in one vehicle, two kings cannot ride or go. So in essence, a spiritual master is a mediator between disciple and the Lord till that relationship is not established. So Dhruva Maharaj was going, but he had this intense desire that was pure desire, and because of that he got a great spiritual master in the form of Narad Muni. So if Narad Muni enters in any Katha, you should understand that this will be a hit. But Narada will some way or other make you attain the Lord. So when Narad Muni met Dhruva Maharaj, he asked, where are you headed? So Dhruva was already agitated because he was agitated that his stepmother has not allowed him to sit on the lap of the. So he said that I want to sit on a throne. Naradji said, this is such a small thing, and for that you're going to the forest. Your father is my disciple. If I tell him, he will make you sit for 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. Then Dhruva Maharaj replied, I don't want this throne anymore now. I want a greater, bigger kingdom than that. I want even far greater kingdom than my grandfather Uttanpat, or his father, that is Brahmaji. So Naraji said that you are a child. This is not a age to perform austerity. So Dhruva Maharaj said that please don't waste my time or demotivate me. If you can tell me how I can attain the Lord, then stay here, otherwise you can leave. So Narad Muni realized that this boy has this perfect desire. So Narad Muni said that I was testing your patience. Don't worry. To attain that Lord, you should have an appropriate place. So where is that place? He's told that you should move towards Vrindavan. That is the purest form on this earth, or place in this earth. So straight you go to Vrindavan and take a holy dip in Yamunaji and start meditating on these 12 words, that is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And do you know how does the Lord looks? He said, no, I'm unaware. He said that you don't even know how the Lord looks, and you are there going to find him. So let me describe him. He is dusky skin, he wears yellow clothes, he has 4 arms, and he has weapons in each arm, and he has a cost of money on his neck which decorates him, and he is always smiling. And if you meditate on this form and chant his name, then you will attain the Lord very soon. And this is how he blessed him. So Dhruva Maharaj circumambulated Narad Muni thrice and started to travel towards Vrindavan from Vidur. Almost 300 kilometers he walked and reached to Vrindavan, and he took a bath and he fasted As Narad Muni has said, on the banks of Yamuna Ji, standing on one leg, he started performing austerity.
आइए हम भी ध्रुव महाराज के साथ
So,
करुण केशव को ध्रुव के रूप में बुला लेते हैं यहाँ पर।
so let's also
कुछ इसी
meditate on
प्रकार
this.
से ध्रुव महाराज आए,
So, in this manner, Dhruva Maharaj used to come.
बंद कर दिए और ऊपर आए। कहाँ चले गए? हाँ, और यहाँ आगे खड़े रह गए। हाँ, और एक पांव पर खड़े रहकर
So he's standing on his one leg
मंत्र का जाप करने लगे
and he started meditating on this mantra.
सुदेवाय
ओम नमो
ओम नमो भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते
ओम
वासुदेवाय
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते
ओम नमो भगवते
वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय गाइए
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ध्रुव महाराज तपस्या कर रहे थे।
So Dhruva Maharaj was performing this great austerity, and it is said that in three days, how was he performing austerity? So once in 3 days he used to eat berries or bear, and he used to stand. So once in 3 days he used to eat berries and meditate.
भगवते वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय हरे वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय हरे वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
त्रिरात्रान्ते कपित बदराशयन् आत्मवृत्तयनुसारेण मासं निन्ये अर्चनं हरिं ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
3 दिन में एक बार बेर खाकर
So once in 3 days he used to eat berries, and this way 1 month passed, and it is said in the second month, in 6 days he used to eat only the dry leaves of a tree, and in the third month he stopped that also, and in 9 days he used to just drink water, and somehow his devotional service is increasing, he is eating less. And for us it is the exact opposite. Before we were in devotional service, see your picture, and after that you can compare. We have almost doubled ourselves by just eating khichdi and by just having prasad. So no matter how much we eat, but we should perform devotional service as well. So Dhruva is eating less and his devotional service is increasing. So initially he started with eating just berries in 3 days, and after that in the second month dry leaves after 6 days, and after that 9 days he started drinking water, and after that he stopped taking breathing also, or he stopped breathing also, and it is said that when he has left everything, then because he stopped breathing, so because of that the entire world were not able to breathe. All the living entities, demigods, etc., everyone had stopped breathing. So what happens when we are unable to breathe? We all have realized during COVID times, we have all faced this situation. So the whole universe was disabled and worried, and they all went to Lord Vishnu, and they say that what is going on, we don't understand. Then Lord Vishnu replied, my 5-year-old devotee has shaken the whole material world. He has shaken this world. It is mentioned in the scriptures that on this earth
जो पूरे ब्रह्मांड को हिला दिया, 5 साल का बालक जो 6 महीने से कुछ नहीं खाया,
5-year-old child who hasn't eaten for 6 months, the Lord had this desire. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that the Lord came to meet his devotee, and he started coming on eagle with great speed to meet him.
तव पियु पियु शब्द पुकारत जाता, तव गणन गणन नव होत गणा खन गण भगवान विष्णु ध्रुव महाराज के पास आने के लिए निकले
So
और
Lord Vishnu came to meet Dhruva Maharaj and he reached Mathura Vrindavan. So usually the Lord wears yellow clothes, but today the Lord has worn orange color. Please come forward.
और भगवान विष्णु सैफरॉन कलर पहनकर भगवा पहनकर आ रहे हैं ध्रुव महाराज को दर्शन देने
And to give darshan to Dhruva Maharaj.
ब्रिज की सब बाला रूप रसाला ब्रिज की सब बाला रूप रसाला करी बेहाला नंद लाला
ये नंद लाला आए नहीं आला
हाँ।
कृष्ण कृपाला
थोड़े आगे।
बंसी वाला बिहारी कानन सुखकारी मित्र मुरारी वे विशारी
गिरधारी रे
वे विशारी गिरधारी।
भगवान विष्णु ध्रुव महाराज के सामने आए हैं लेकिन ध्रुव भगवान की ओर देख भी नहीं रहा है।
So the Lord has came to meet Dhruva Maharaj, but Dhruva Maharaj is not looking at him. So physically the Lord is present there, but Dhruva Maharaj is meditating. So that means that the bliss is more in performing another devotional service even than attaining the Lord.
वो मोदन मुक्ति के मंदिर में वो प्रमोद भरा ब्रिजधाम में है
राम में
न सुमे न सरोज सुधारस में जो ललाम लता अभिराम में है उतनी छवि राशि अनंत कहाँ जितना छवि सुंदर श्याम में है
ये श्याम में है
उतना सुख और कहीं भी नहीं जितना सुख कृष्ण के नाम में है
इतना
सुख कृष्ण
के नाम में है।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
हरे राम
हो
राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा भगवान सामने खड़े हैं लेकिन ध्रुव को भगवान के ध्यान में इतना आनंद आ
So
रहा
the Lord is standing in front of Dhruva Maharaj, but he is enjoying while meditating on the Lord. So what the Lord do? So he stopped the form on which he was meditating, and as he couldn't see the Lord anymore, he opened his eye and he started bowing down at the lotus feet of the Lord.
श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान। अब क्या हुआ ध्रुव लोगों के सामने
So now what happened? Dhruva is sitting.
सामने ऐसे देखकर खड़े हैं
So
पब्लिक के सामने और अब ध्रुव के मन में इच्छा हुई
now Dhruv has this desire,
कुछ स्तुति करूं
I should venerate the Lord. I would perform some invocation prayers. But this
हमारी तरह
boy has
सब नहीं था
not yet started his education. He didn't even knew
लेकिन
ABCD.
तो भक्त के मन की इच्छा जानते हैं ना
But the Lord is aware of the desire of his devotee.
भगवान समझ गए कि लड़का कुछ
He understood that this child wants to say something.
करना चाहता
This Dhruva wants to
भगवान के हाथों में
perform some prayers. So Lord had this Panchajanya
जैसे वो शंख
conch shell
व्यासपीठ के ऊपर रख दिया था भगवान ने व्यासपीठ
So he had this counsel and he touched it with the face of Dhruva Maharaj or the cheek of Dhruva Maharaj. And as he touched his cheek, Dhruv started venerating the Lord beautifully. So what did Dhruva Maharaj spoke? We will listen. First, let's make them take a leave.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
ध्रुव महाराज भगवान को बहुत सुंदर स्तुति करते हैं।
Dhruva Maharaj venerates the Lord beautifully. In 12 verses, he venerates the Lord. This 5-year-old child has spoken these 12 verses, but these 12 verses are like 12 Adityas, and all the conclusion or summation or summary of all the scriptures is here in these 12 verses.
संजीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधर स्वदाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणानमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। ध्रुव महाराज कहते हैं,
Dhruva Maharaj says, "Oh Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, by your mercy, I have got this potency to speak. You reside in the heart of every living entity, and because of that, we are able to speak or see or walk, or we can do something or everything. And if you are not there in the form of the super soul, then we won't be able to do anything. By your potency, we get energized. Therefore, O Lord, I bow down at your lotus feet. Although I cannot do anything else, I cannot give you anything, but this body, these senses are yours, so I just offer whatever belongs to you, to you." And in so many verses, Dhruva Maharaj says, and then the Lord asks, "What do you desire? You can ask for anything that you want." So Dhruva Maharaj says that honestly, I came here to get something. I started from my home. So I stood here and performed austerity. Why? Because I wanted a great place. I want a greater kingdom than my father's. And if I ask, you will give it to me, I'm sure. I have no doubt in that. But oh my Lord, after performing your unalloyed devotional service, by chanting your holy names, by remembering you, I'm in such a position now that I don't desire to ask anything from you. So this is the difference. Sometimes people say that what is the difference between praying to the demigods or Lord Vishnu? They all are one. But there is so much variation. If you use your subtle intelligence, then you will understand. So see, here is the difference. So Lord Ram, Krishna or Vishnu, they all are one. So if you perform devotional service to them, or if you worship the demigods. So what is the difference? So if you worship the demigods, you have to work harder, and after that they will fulfill your desire, but you will get entangled as you will desire more. But if you perform devotional service towards the Lord Ramakrishna Vishnu, so even if you have a desire, the desire itself will be eradicated. Ravana had performed so much austerity for Lord Shiva. He gave all his 10 heads to the Lord Shiva, but did his desire wane? Brahmaji was venerated, and Hiranyakashipu performed great austerity for 10,000 years, 36,000 years, and Kansa performed austerity for Durga Devi, yet his desire was still there in his heart. But if you compare it with Dhruva Maharaj, he had this great desire that I shall have this great kingdom. But in 6 months, by performing devotional service towards the Lord is standing in front of him and asking to ask for a boon. But he says that I don't need or desire anything. He says that why? He says that you had this desire, but now you're not asking. Then Dhruva Maharaj replied, when I started performing devotional service, I got so much bliss and ecstasy while performing this unallied devotional service that all these material things became futile. He gives an analogy here. He says, in this world, they send the mediums of sense gratification look like piece of glasses, and your audience looks like a diamond. So I don't want these pieces of glass. This is the result of performing pure loving devotional service towards the Lord. Then Lord Vishnu says that even if you don't desire, I will still give it to you. So for 36,000 years you will rule the world. And oh my son, you will not die. This is my benediction. And you wanted a great kingdom? I'm giving you one planet. Just imagine when the Lord gives, then what he gives. A person of the world can give 5-10 rupees, but what did the Lord do? Dhruva had this desire that I want a great kingdom, and he was given a great planet by Lord Vishnu. So, and there is a proof of Dhruva, as we all can see the North Pole, which gives us the proof or evidence of the Lord and his gift to Dhruva Maharaj. So after 6 months, he came back and he ruled the kingdom for 36,000 years. And after that, to take him, the eternal associates of the Lord, Nanda and Sunanda, arrived. They came in the vehicle and they said that you should sit in this chariot and we will take you to the eternal abode of the Lord. So the aircraft was little higher. So it is mentioned in Bhagavatam at the time of death, the Lord Yama, who beats us and take our soul out from our body, he comes and he requests to Dhruva Maharaj that it is a little higher than you, so you should keep your feet on my head and ride this craft. So Dhruva Maharaj kept his feet on the head of death personified. This is the potency of devotional service. A person who performs devotional service, he tramples or keeps his feet on the death and goes to the eternal abode of the Lord. So when the craft started flying, And he said that, please stop. He said that, I just remember I have one work. Said what? He said that whatever I am today, whatever I have achieved is just because of my mother. My mother counseled me well. She was not like the material mothers. They say that they enjoy their parties and they give mobile and laptop, etc. to the kids. And then they say, complain that the children are getting spoiled. Sometimes it's so happened the mothers tell me that you should speak something for kids. So we need not to speak anything. You just need to give time to your children. You should spend time with them. The more time you give to them, the more time they will give you in return when they are adults. But we don't want to spare time for them. Therefore, Dhruva Maharaj said, whatever I am today is because of the advice and value system taught by my mother. So before I go to the eternal abode of the Lord, my mother should go. So he said, the Nanda and Sunan said that, don't worry. If anybody becomes a devotee, then the whole clan, that mother and the whole clan becomes purified, and this earth becomes pious. Don't worry about your mother. Dhruv said that, I want to see with my own eyes, then only I will trust. Then Nand and Sunan showed him by the window that the other craft has your mother and she is going to the eternal abode of the Lord. Then Dhruv got some peace. So in this manner, 5-year-old child attained the Lord in 6 months. Oh devotees, bhakti or devotional service is very, very easy. We need not to work very hard or sweat. Therefore, our acharyas like Rupa Goswami has written a verse in Padyavali. He says, how old was Dhruv? A 5-year-old child attained the Lord. When a 5-year-old child can attain the Lord, then we 50-year-old can't attain the Lord. So what was the age of Dhruva Maharaj? The age doesn't matter for performing pure loving devotional service towards the Lord. Sometimes people say that we will get a great degree and then after that we will perform devotional service. So tomorrow we are going to listen about Gajendra. So where had he studied? He was an elephant. He didn't attend any university or college, but still he attained the Lord. Some people say that we get wealth, then we will start performing bhakti. So what kind of wealth had Sudama? But he attained the Lord. Sometimes people say, if we get some beauty, then we will attain the Lord. So just tell me, what was the great or beauty of Kubja, but still she attained the Lord? Sometimes people say that if we have some opulence, then we will perform devotional service. So the king of Vidur, what kind of courage or bravery he had, or opulence he had, but still he attained the Lord. So this Madhav, this Krishna gets satisfied by devotional service and he doesn't require anything else. So devotional service means to listen to the pastimes of the Lord, to chant the holy names of the Lord. This is devotional service. This is what Dhruva Maharaj performed devotional service and attained the Lord. So Dhruva Maharaj had In the clan of Dhruva Maharaj, there was one king Ang, whose son was vain, who was evil and cruel. The sages cursed him and killed him. But when there was a disturbance, so they separated. So they churned his body and got Prithu Maharaj. And this Prithu Maharaj performed 100 Ashwamedh Yagya. And the Lord appeared and said that you ask anything that you desire. And Prithu Maharaj replies, I want 1,000 years. So are 2 years not sufficient? He says that we enjoy so much by listening to your pastimes that these 2 years are not sufficient anymore. We want 1,000 years so that I can listen to your pastimes. So Dhruva was asked, you should ask something. So you should ask something. There is so much distress and misery in this world. So Dhruva Maharaj said that if you really want to bless me, then he said that just give me this benediction that I should sit and have association and listen to your pastimes. I should sit amongst your devotees and listen to your pastimes. Why? Because your pastime intoxicates us, and it is that intoxication that it makes us forget all the material misery. So right now you're sitting here. If you're listening carefully, do you have any anxiety or worry while sitting here? The headache starts when we leave from the Katha. But in the Katha, we have bliss. Sometimes people say that when we listen to the Katha, we enjoy so much, but when we stop, we get distressed. So what shall we do? Then you should listen to the Katha for 24 hours. Vedvyas Muni has said, Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. If you can, then you should listen 24 hours. So in this manner, Dhruva Maharaj attained the Lord. So fourth canto is concluded. Maitreya Muni, Vidurji is listening and Maitreya Muni was speaking. So Vidurji thanked and returned back to Hastinapur. So Vidur was Lord's favorite devotee. So here also we have one Vidurji. So when the Lord came as a messenger of peace to Hastinapur, then at that time Duryodhana had made so many preparations to welcome the Lord, and he said that please honor and the food. And Krishna replies, I don't eat in the home of an evil person or cruel person. He said that what wrong I have done to you? He has done nothing wrong with Lord Krishna. Has he abused him? Has he ever done anything? Whatever wrong he did was with Pandavas, but not with Krishna. But Krishna says, I will not have a grain of rice in your home because you are evil. So Krishna, he says that how? So he says that as you are envious to Pandavas, because you are envious to Pandavas, therefore you are envious to me. So I will not even drink a drop of water in your home. He was very hungry, but he didn't eat anything. And there is a pastime that they tried to tie or bound Lord Shri Krishna. Listen, Rashmi Rathi, you can find in Google. The poem that he writes is beautiful. Krishna says, oh Duryodhana, how are you going to bound me? I have no starting or end. So how are you going to bound me? So Duryodhana tried hard, but his endeavor was futile. So he was hungry and Dwarka was far. So on the way, he went to the home of Vidurji. So Vidurji was not at home. He went to meet and he met Vidurani and he said that, "Oh mother, I am really very hungry." So they were in the family of servants. They couldn't believe that Krishna was there at their home. Krishna has came here. So she became so overwhelmed that we all, instead of feeding bananas, she started feeding him with the peels of bananas. So sometimes it so happens when we go and to eat somewhere, so they get so overwhelmed that 4 or 5 things aside, and they say that we forgot to serve you this and that later. We were aware that there were some things that you have kept aside. So today there is kheer in Prasadam. So how many types of chana or garbanzo beans you have? So there is a sabzi of cottage cheese and garbanzo beans or chickpeas. And there is jeera rice. And then there is puri and fritters. And there is sweet sauce. Don't hurry much, it will be hot, served hot. And there is a papad and buttermilk. So their in-laws are Punjabi, so for them they have made buttermilk. So I hope you all like it, and if you don't like it, then you can avoid it. You all have walked or you came in car. So you're going to go back on car or you're going to walk? So you haven't walked and you're not going to walk back home. Then whatever you get, you should eat. So this is today's menu. So where were we? So Krishna had to eat the peels of banana. But Lord Shri Krishna ate the skin with love because there was a loving relationship between them.
प्रेम सगाई सबसे ऊंची,
प्रेम सगाई
दुर्योधन का
त्यागी, दुर्योधन का मेवा त्यागी,
साग विदुर घर खाई,
सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई।
हम लोगों को कल विदुर जी के घर पे भोजन करने को जा, हमने साग नो खवरावता हो, हमने कहीं सारू सारू खवरावजो। सबसे ऊंची प्रेम, खड़े होकर
आप बने भरी नाई रे सबसे ऊसी प्रेम सगाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई दुर्योधन का मेवा त्यागी दुर्योधन का मेवा त्यागियो साग विदुर खाई रे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई
હે મારા પાલવડે વળગી આવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
મારા પાલવડે વળગી આવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
મને ગોપલી કહીને બોલાવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી આગે 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 આ જાઓ ભાવ છે
કહીને બોલાવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
હે મારા પાલવડે વળગી આવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
પાલવડે વળગી આવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
હો પાણીડા જાઉં ત્યારે પાલવ મારો તાણે
પાણીડા જાવ
હાલો હાલો
પાલવ મારો જાણે
પાણીડા જાઉં ત્યારે પાલવ મારો તાણે
પાણીડા જાવ ત્યારે પાલવ મારો જાણે
છેડો જાલીને મારી વાહે વાહે આવે
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 મને આગળ આવીને અટકાવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
મને આગળ આવીને અટકાવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
મારા પાલવડે વળગી આવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
મારા પાલવડે વળગી આવે કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી
હો હો એ હાલો હાલો મહિડાવલો ત્યારે નેતરા તણાવે
બોલો તારે નેતરા તણાવે
મહિડાવલો ત્યારે નેતરા તણાવે
બોલો તારે નેતરા તણાવે
માખણ ઉતારું ત્યારે મોરલી વગાડે
તારું ત્યારે મુરલી વગાડે
માખણ ઉતારું ત્યારે મોરલી વગાડે
તારું ત્યારે મુરલી
એ મારા માખણ ના માટ ઉઠલાવે કાનુ કિકિયારી કરી કાન છોકરા બોલાવે,
યારી કરી કાન છોકરા બોલાવે,
કિકિયારી કરી કાન છોકરા બોલાવે,
યારી કરી કાન છોકરા બોલાવે,
માખણના માટ એની પાસે લૂંટાવે,
માખણના માટ એની પાસે લૂંટાવે,
માખણના માટ એની પાસે લૂંટાવે,
માખણના માટ એની પાસે
મને લાકડી લઈને ધમકાવે, કાનુડો તારો નંદરાય, મારા
પાલવડે વળગી આવે, કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી,
મને ગોપલી
કહીને બોલાવે, કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી,
હવે નહીં માને તો ઘરમાં પૂરી રાખશું,
હવે નહીં માને તો પૂરી રાખશું,
હવે નહીં માને તો ઘરમાં પૂરી રાખશું,
નહીં માને
અને ચણિયાને ચોળિયા કાનને પહેરાવશું,
જાની સોળી તારા કાનને પહેરાવશું,
ચણિયાને ચોળી તારા કાનને પહેરાવશું,
જાની સોળી તારા કાનને
ભલે ગોવિંદ ને ગોતવા તું આવે, કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી,
ભલે ગોવિંદ ને ગોતવા આવે, કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી,
મારા
પાલવડે વળગી આવે, કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી, મને ગોપલી કહીને બોલાવે, કાનુડો તારો નંદરાણી,
मनमोहन मुरली मारो,
हे राधा रानी को कन्हैया बड़ो प्यारो, मनमोहन मुरली वारो,
मनमोहन मुरली मारो,
हे मनमोहन मुरली वारो,
मनमोहन मुरली मारो,
हे मनमोहन मुरली
राधा रानी को, राधा रानी को, राधा रानी को कन्हैया बड़ो,
मनमोहन मुरली वालो, राधा रानी को कन्हैया बड़ो प्यारो,
घर घर माखन जाय चुरावे,
घर माखन जाय चुरावे,
घर घर माखन जाय चुरावे,
घर माखन जाय चुरावे,
माखन खाय दधी फैलावे,
माखन खाय दधी फैलावे,
माखन खाय दधी फैलावे,
माखन खाय दधी फैलावे।
माखन चोरी होते, माखन चोरी होते, माखन चोरी होते लागे बड़ो प्यारो,
मुरली वालो राधा रानी को कन्हैया बड़ो प्यारो, मोहन मुरली वालो,
हे मन मोहन मुरली मारो,
हे मन मोहन मुरली वालो,
हा मन मोहन मुरली मारो,
हे मन मोहन मुरली वालो। हे राधा रानी को कन्हैया बड़ो प्यारो, मन मोहन मुरली वालो,
राधा रानी को कन्हैया
हो हो
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय हो।
हो
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। तानित गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। युगधर्म हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय हो।
भाव गए अनाउंसमेंट
हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा। सो बहुत ही आनंद आया। तो ऐसा ही अगर आनंद लेना है, हम वैसे तो यूके में बैठ के यहाँ लक्ष्मी नारायण टेम्पल में बैठ के आनंद ले रहे हैं। अगर यही आनंद हम अगर व्रज वृंदावन में ले या धाम में ले तो दुगना हो जाएगा। तो ऐसे ही एक व्यवस्था हुई है, दिसंबर के महीने में प्रभु जी की एक यात्रा होने जा रही है, जो कि स्पेशली हम एनआरआई लोगों के लिए है, यूएस से या यूके से या अन्य कोई देश के लिए। तो सारी सुविधा की है। यात्रा करीब करीब 14-15 दिन की है, जो दिसंबर 1 से शुरू होगी। और आप सब अगर इस यात्रा में जुड़ना चाहते हैं तो आप आके यहाँ आनंद शक्ति प्रभु से या मुझे मिल सकते हैं, हम आपको सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन देंगे। पर अगर इसका मैं एक ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन दूँ यात्रा का, तो ये दिसंबर 1 से शुरू होगी। आप सब दिसंबर 1 को करीब करीब 12 बजे से पहले दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट पे आ जाइए, जहाँ से भी आप आ रहे हो। तो वहीं से आपको एक वॉल्वो बस पिक करने आएंगी, वृंदावन ले जाएगी। और वृंदावन में बहुत ही अच्छी सुविधा की है, एक 5 स्टार होटल में। और वहाँ पे आपको जैसे प्रभु जी ने बताया ना, कोई टेंशन नहीं लेना है, सिर्फ कथा में बैठना है, आनंद लेना है। सारा प्रसाद का व्यवस्था, ब्रेकफास्ट, लंच, डिनर, प्रसादम का व्यवस्था किया है। और अलग अलग वृंदावन के धाम जो है, अलग अलग जो कृष्ण की लीला धुली है, जहाँ पे ले जाएंगे और सभी का दर्शन करवाएंगे। फिर वहाँ से वृंदावन से लेके दिल्ली वापस जाएंगे और दिल्ली से ही सीधा भुवनेश्वर एयरपोर्ट, और भुवनेश्वर से फिर वो यात्रा जगन्नाथपुरी की ओर रवाना होगी। और जगन्नाथपुरी में यात्रा है और फिर यात्रा भुवनेश्वर एयरपोर्ट पर खत्म होगी। तो इसकी सारी कोई डिटेल चाहिए तो प्लीज़ आके हमें मिलिए, हम सारी डिटेल देंगे। और ये यात्रा की पूरी व्यवस्था की है और दिसंबर 1 में है। तो वेदर भी बढ़िया रहेगा हम एनआरएस के लिए, और इंतजाम भी बढ़िया किया है। हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा।
धन्यवाद। और इस यात्रा में मैं भी साथ रहूंगा। मधुसूदन प्रभु अमेरिका से 100 भक्तों को लेकर आ रहे हैं।
So Madhusudan Prabhu is coming with 100 devotees from US. You all can also accompany us if you desire. So let's proceed towards the pastimes of the Lord from Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam, we have concluded the 4th canto. And today is the 5th day. And we are starting the 5th canto. So in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Manu Maharaj's eldest son, that is King Uttanpad's pastime, is described. So King Uttanpad, Priyavrat, had 3 sons who took the form or life of celibacy. He has the daughter who was married, and he had 7 other sons, in whom the eldest was Agnigra, and his son was Nabhi. Nabhi's son was from his wife Meru Devi, Lord Rishabdev. And this Rishabdev had 100 sons. Of these, 88 sons became the Brahmanas, perfection in Karmakanda, and the other 9 became the kings of the earth, and the other 9 became Nav Yogendra, and the eldest of them all was King Bharat. So there are 3 Bharat in history. So one, the youngest brother of Ramji, Then other is the son of Shakuntala and Dushyant's son Bharat.
और तीसरे
And the third is
भगवान ऋषभ देव के पुत्र
Lord Rishabdev's son Bharat Maharaj.
भरत। और इसी भगवान ऋषभ देव के पुत्र भरत के
So,
नाम
after this Bharat Maharaj, our country was named Bharatvarsha. So he used to perform beautiful fire sacrifices or homas. He used to follow the Varnashram system, and in his young age he became detached and he left his palace, kingdom, etc. as one discards one's tools and leaves, and he went towards Nepal on the banks of Gandaki river. So there is a stages in bhakti. So initially it's on the ladder of faith, then it is devotee association, then devotion, then there is anartha nivritti, then allegiance or nishtha, then interest, then detachment, then bhava or mellow, and the last is Krishna Prem. So you all are already in the last stage of bhakti. Oh, there are 9 stages in bhakti. So the first is Shraddha. We don't even know about that perfectly. Somehow we have just conjoined our Shraddha or faith. So we have a long way to go in the devotional service. But King Bharat was in the stage of mellow or bhava. So it is a stage of devotional service where when you get the name of the Lord on your tongue, your voice becomes shriveled, you become overwhelmed, and your tears start flowing from your eyes, and all the time you remember the Lord. And what is our situation? By force, we have to remember the Lord and try to forget this material world. But a devotee who is in the stage of bhava, he remembers the Lord 24 hours and he has to be forced to not to remember him. So the gopis used to request Krishna that please do us a favor, that at least while cooking, at least at that time we should forget you. Otherwise, we are not able to cook properly, and then everybody shouts at us because of that. But in this mellow situation or stage, King Bharat became attached to a deer. You all are aware, to save a deer, he became attached to that deer, and while remembering him, he died, and he came as a deer. And in the third birth, he came as a Brahmana, and he performed devotional service and attained the Lord. So in the 5th canto, now Shukdev Maharaj tells Parikshit Maharaj about Lok Lokantar, that is, where are the each and every lokas are present and what kind of living entities reside there and what they do there. It is mentioned in great detail by Shukdev Goswami Maharaj to Parikshit. So in one verse he said, after describing that there is a lower planetary system on Narglok, a hellish planet, and a person who performs sin will go there. So Parikshit Maharaj said that please let us know about this hell in detail. He says, where exactly is it located and who goes there? So please let me know in detail. So Shukdev Maharaj said that it is below the earth and above the Garbhodaksha ocean, and 99,000 yojana far is this hell or Narakloka, and the presiding deity is Yamraj and his secretary is Chitragupta. And O Parikshit, in this world, a person who incurs sin has to go and suffer in this hell. So this hell is mentioned by Shukdev ji in Bhagavatam, and Lord Vishnu tells the same thing to Garuji in Garud Puran, and in all the Puranas there is a mention. Even in Muslim Dharam, they call it Jannam, and in Christian they call it hell. So all religions have accepted this. But still people think that who has seen it? We haven't seen the hell, so we don't agree. So you haven't seen US, that means that there is no US. So there's so many things that you haven't seen, that doesn't mean that they're not there. You can't see the air, but is it not there present? So whatever we don't see is not that it's not there. We are not able to see it, but those who see, you can ask them. Sometimes people just deny or reject it. Who has seen the hell? We haven't seen, but Vedvyas has seen, Shukdev ji has seen it, Lord Vishnu has seen. They all have mentioned. In Bhagavad Gita, he has mentioned again and again.
सो कृष्ण गीता में भी नरक का जिक्र करते हैं. कॉमन सेंस यूज करें ना भक्तों.
So if we use common sense, then just think, if a government makes a town, so they plan about schools, hospitals, there is a residential area, commercial zone, then they have industrial zone, etc. They have parks, playgrounds, and along with that, there is a prison as well. Do you have a prison here? So when a government makes a town, then they make a prison house. Why? Because the country works on rules and regulation, and those who doesn't follow these rules regulation of the nation, they are imprisoned. So if an ordinary government, a small country, make rules and regulation and they make prison houses to punish the offenders, then the Lord who has created the whole material world, so to run this, hasn't he created any rules and regulations? And those who don't follow the rules and regulation of this material world, they all go to hellish planets. The Lord's prison house is what?
लेकिन इसमें से 2-5 तो जाएंगे कि नहीं, उसके लिए है.
So just find out and check yourself. Some people say that who has seen the hell? So nowadays we have mobiles, etc. Previously we used to have phone lines with physical wire and all, and we used to call STD, ISD, etc. And usually women keep on speaking, and the husband says that keep the phone aside, we'll get a hefty bill. It's an ISD, just be careful. But he says, where is the bill? I don't see any bill. You can't see the bill at that time, but after 1 month has elapsed, whatever minutes or pulse you've talked, all that will be noted down and sent. So whatever sin that we are performing, we won't get the result instantly. That bill comes when we leave our body. So you can do whatever sin you want, but you will get the bill at the time of death. So all our past actions will be calculated at the time of our death. So sometimes people say, we haven't seen. When we'll see and when we will experience, only then we will agree or accept it. Oh, great man. There are few things that we should not experience in our life. A person who is genuine, if he says that, we should agree. So in after every 5 kilometers there is a junction of electricity, and there is a red box, and it's written danger 4,000 Yen. And they have a skull sign there. Have you seen it? And it's mentioned, don't touch danger, because it's a high power. If someone says that I don't accept it or agree on that, then you can touch and you can feel for yourself. I want to experience, only then I will agree. So then you can go ahead and do it. After that experience, will you be able to utter a word? You will turn into a skull. Some things that are mentioned in the scriptures and our great scholars, sages and saints have written, so we should agree on them. So after death, so why it is called Naraka? Because Narak is for humans. That is Nara. Nara is human. So if a dog kills a cat, will he go? Why is it Narak? Nar means human. So those rules and regulations are applicable only on humans. So only humans will go to hell or hellish planet. If a lion kills a deer, then he will not go to hell, because they are not given that intelligence. So the rules and regulations don't apply to them, but they apply to all the humans. So if someone says that we don't know the rules and regulation, what should we follow? Then we should know. If you don't know, that means that you will keep on incurring sin. It is mentioned that a person who eats meat after death goes to hell. And the associates of Lord Yamraj, they beat and take him, and Chitragupta is told to tell what sins he has incurred, and he says that, so now they have a laptop there also. So he says, you should beat him. He has incurred so many sins that he has taken a whole hard disk to contain his data. So he has eaten 50 tons of beef. 60 tons of chicken he has eaten. We don't know. But there they have calculated everything. So when we talk over the phone, we don't know how many minutes we've talked, but the bill, there is everything present. So they are more aware than us. So whatever sins we incur, how and why and how much. So there also we will give excuse. Yet you have wrong data. You should recheck it. You know. So we will say then Yamraj has the CCTV and he will show us our video, which we won't be able to see.
कभी छुप छुप के कभी यहाँ वहाँ जाके जो किया है फिर वो सबके बीच में वीडियो दिखाएंगे
So they will reveal the video. No, that we agree. Just stop it. Then how will Yamraji know all about it? So he has 12 cameras for us. For each and every individual, there are 12 cameras. First and foremost is sun. God, he has a lens and it records everything, whatever sins we do. Then people might say that we will incur sin during the night because sun will not be there. So the second is moon. You might say that I will incur sin on Amavasya. So the third is air, Pavan. So can you go in vacuum and incur sin? Then water is there. So there are 12 cameras that report whatever karma we do is reported. So those who have eaten too much of non-veg or meat, there is a name of, there are 28 types of hellish planets. So there is one Kumbhi Park, how he had fried. I mean, similarly, you should fry him as well. So that day we will be fried. So there will be a huge pot on high temperature, they will heat it. And as we have fried meat, similarly, a person is put in that boiling hot oil and he will shout and cry. And there you see, we have accumulated wealth. We can bribe you, just leave me aside. Then he will kick us more. There our wealth doesn't work. So a person who eats meat goes to Kumbhi hell. So let me reveal a secret. Please don't feel bad. Are you sure? Shall I? So the meat eaters go to Kumbhi. Onion and garlic is considered in meat as well. So onion and garlic is considered in onion and garlic. I'm not sure whether you... So till you didn't knew, it is okay. But today you know it's mentioned in Bhagavatam. So it is a part of meat. So we are followers of Sanatan and Bhagavatam. If we want to walk on this path, then if possible, we should try not to eat it, avoid it, and let go of it gradually. So some people say that it has some medicinal value, it is good for our body. So there are so many other good things. So there are so many other things that we can eat as well. Then there is another hell, a person who intoxicates, smoking, liquor, or tobacco, etc. He is sent to Aipan Narka. That is, they boil the metal and mercury and make it liquid. So we don't know. He says that he has drunk 500 liters of Why? He says that Chitragupta comes, he says that, and they say that he has also drank tea and coffee.
अमेरिका वाले कॉफी पीते, यूके वाले चाय पीते हैं। तो आपकी जान के आपको बुरा ना लगेगा तो नहीं लगेगा ना बुरा। चाय और कॉफी भी
The tea and coffee is also considered as an intoxicant. So please be careful and cautious. And if possible, if you don't want to have an audience with Yamraj, otherwise you can, if you want to go via hell, then you can to keep on doing what you do. So they put the molten glass or metal in the mouth of the sinner. So what happened? What is the greatest harm of intoxication? Our brains, minute nerves get deactivated because of intoxication. So this intoxication deactivates so that you get less worried about it. But how does it hampers our spiritual life? You won't be able to understand the philosophical point. You won't be able to accept subtle things. So those who intoxicate more, no matter how much Bhagavatam you speak, but it is like speaking Bhagavatam in front of a buffalo because he has lost his potency to understand Bhagavatam. So he did intoxicate himself so that he shouldn't be worried, distressed about the material things, but he won't be able to understand any spiritual thing as well. So in essence, this intoxication is very, very harmful for us. Then while we are alive, then also, and after death also, it is a great threat. So you might not have done it. So
आगे बढ़े।
let's move forward.
कि ये छोड़ दूं, दूसरी कथाओं में जाना है। नरक में मजा नहीं आ रहा है, तुमने मजा आवे है ना? ओके, तो आगे बढ़ते हैं। और एक नरक है जो
So there is another hell, those who gamble,
ये लॉटरी टिकट,
शेयर बाजार, share market, high risk business, etc. Any kind of gamble. There is a hell called Sandash. And those who engage in illicit affairs, there is a Tapta Surmi hell. So, you we have already seen it and suffered. So it is impression. Therefore, I am reminding you, all of you. So if people cheat and take someone else's money, so here people will be genuine, but whether it's a bank or in business, etc., someone runs with someone's wealth, he also has to go to wealth. 720 dogs chase that person and they tear his body and chase him. So those who lie will go to hell. Those who don't serve their parents, there is a hell for them. If you are born in a Brahmana family, but they don't work according to the scriptures, there is a hell for that. A person who doesn't get satisfied on seeing a guest, for that also there is hell.
जब मेरी दूसरी तीसरी कथा 20-22
Ve- 22 years back, we went to Rajkot. There was a Katha. So they gave very good facility. They usually give good facility to orators. So I had a great team of 25 people. So the second day people came. You got a very good facility. For us, we didn't have proper arrangement for food also. So please sing the glories of Seva. After that, they started serving. So people who don't get happy, elated on seeing guests also go to hell. So lastly, what Shukdev Goswami said, Parikshit Maharaj got anxious. He said that whether you commit sin knowingly or unknowingly, you will go to hell. So who is there on this earth who can claim that I haven't sinned at all? We go to office, under our tires so many insects. When we take hot shower and so many insects die. When we cook in that fire, so many insects die. When we get the grocery, and the wherever it is grown, there also so many entities die. So directly or indirectly, how many sins we have incurred and committed. And Shukdev Goswami says that who has sinned will definitely go to hell. So what does it imply? We all have to go to hell. We are all going to meet in hell. Because everybody has to go to hell. Then Maharaj Parikshit beautifully asked Shukdev Goswami, "Oh, Maharaj, you have described the hell beautifully, but please tell me, if someone has incurred sin knowingly or unknowingly, how can they save themselves or avoid going to hell? If somebody wants to avert this, then is there any solution for them?" Shukdev Goswami replied, "Yes, there is a solution." And he said that, "Please let us." So he asked for all of us, because we all have sinned knowingly or unknowingly. So give us a solution. So Shukdev Goswami said that the first and foremost is prayashchit or true. So for bigger sins, we should atone our sin. So before dying, if we atone all our sins, big or small, then he will be saved from the hellish condition if he atones his sins. So Parikshit Maharaj said that you have told something, but this is not the complete picture. So he said people will go to Ganges and take a holiday and they will atone their sins. They will redeem themselves. They will purify themselves and get relieved of all these sins. And they will take a vow that from today we will not take any intoxication, so they will purify. But as soon as they will come back, they will start intoxicating themselves again. So Parikshit Maharaj said, after atoning the sins, if we are going to commit sin again, then what is the use of this redemption or atonement? This is like the bath of an elephant. Have you seen how an elephant bathes? So when an elephant takes a bath, so for 4-5 hours it bathes in the lake, and whatever after he take bath, after that when he's out, he just puts mud on it. So if you were to spoil your body again, then why you need to take a bath? When you have to incur more sins, then what is the use of going and taking a holy dip? So please give us a solution in which a person gets relieved from this sin and the propensity to incur sin. So Shukdev Maharaj told many ways to do that. Gyan Marg Karma ka. He says that Parikshit Maharaj rejected them all. He said that these all are very tough to do and they are incomplete. Do you know, in austerity, celibacy, detachment, they have so many rules, regulations, etc. So Parikshit Maharaj said, you just leave it aside. We don't have time. So in a simple manner, give us simple means and give us such a solution by which we can be absolved of our sin, and this propensity to sin again, that is the seed of committing sins again and again. So give us a solution by which we will be saved from hell, but also attain the eternal abode of the Lord. So give us that solution that even an ordinary child can do, a woman can perform, men, and even a householder can do. Please give us a simple solution and give us a strong solution. Even if we do little, we get immense results. Parikshit is going to go in Vaikuntha into this, but how much hard he has worked for all of us, so that give us such a solution that we can be saved. Then Shukdev Goswami reveals that there is only one solution.
या भक्त्या वासुदेव परायण अघम घुन्वन्तिकार्ष्येन निहारम इव भास्कर। परीक्षित, पापों से मुक्त होने के लिए,
Oh, Parikshit, if you want to absolve your sins and you want to become purified and to save your trip to hell and to attain the abode of the Lord, and to become happy in this life and after life as well, then there is only and only one solution, and that is the holy names of the Lord.
भगवान का नाम है।
So the holy names of the Lord, if someone chants the holy names of the Lord, then a person relieved from all the sins. No matter how much a person performs austerity or fire sacrifice, but he won't be purified to that extent. To the extent that a person gets purified by just chanting the holy names of the Lord. So very clearly it has been mentioned that sacrifices, austerity, etc. won't purify a person as much as the chanting of the holy names of the Lord will do. The Lord's name purifies a person. Therefore, it is mentioned in Ramayana as well. Kaliyug Keval Naam Adhara. In other yugas, there are different processes, but in Kali Yuga, there is only one and only solution to chant the holy names of the Lord to attain the Lord. Kali Kale means in this Kali Yuga, Nama Rupa Krishna Avatar. So Krishna has taken the form as his name in Kali Yuga. This is what is mentioned in scriptures. In Kali Yuga, the Lord has put all his potency in his holy name. So in Kali Yuga, you need not to do much. Only the chanting of the holy name is sufficient and is everything. So there are so many rivers in our country, like Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Alaknanda, Kaveri, Narmada, etc. So all these rivers travel and reach the ocean. So all these scriptures, there are so many pastimes, but the conclusion of all this scripture is the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. And all these scriptures tell and reveal only one thing, that only by chanting the holy names a living entity can get purified and become a lover or beloved of the Lord. In Garuda Puran, it is said during the time of eclipse, if you give cows in 1,000 cows in charity, or you perform so much charity, but after that also that is not even 100 of the name of Lord Sri Krishna. This is the potency of the Lord's name. And by just chanting the holy names, Dhruva got liberated, Prahlad attained the Lord, Mirabai attained the Lord, Narsi Mehta chanted the holy names and made Krishna come to this earth 52 times. So how much glory can I sing more? So Tulsidas replies that even Lord cannot reveal the glories of his holy names. This is the potency of his holy names. In this Kali Yuga, to attain the Lord, we should chant the holy names. We are listening to this Bhagavatam. So what is the last verse of Srimad Bhagavatam? The last verse of Bhagavatam is Nama Sankirtanam. After listening to Bhagavatam, the conclusion is Nama Sankirtanam. We should chant the holy names of the Lord. So devotees, the root of all sufferings and the solution is the chanting of the holy names. Therefore, we all should chant the holy names of the Lord. So, for chanting also, till now, you all might be aware the glories of the holy names, etc. But there is one problem. What name? What shall we chant? Because Hari has innumerable names.
હાલો હાલો એક તાળી હરી તારા છે હજાર નામ
આમ લખવી કંકોતરી
હરી તારા રોજ રોજ બદલે મુકામ
ક્રિયા નામ લખવી કંકોતરી
લગભગ બધા ગુજરાતીઓના ભજન આવડે છે રાઈટ કમ સે કમ ભજન ગાતા તો શીખો
So almost all Gujaratis know this bhajan. So what is the meaning of this bhajan? Oh Lord, you have innumerable name, thousands name. With what name shall I invite you? So I'm totally confused here. By which name should I address you? So I thought that I will cancel to send you an invitation. Then So he says that one day we all will leave this earth and we will have to face our karma. So what about, we are thinking about others, but what about us? Are we not going to? So who all have written these bhajans?
भजन का भाव जो है ना वो हमारे लिए है।
Bhajan should be for us. What has Tulsidas written?
हमारे भजन
Our
उपदेश हमारे
prayers and counsel should be for
हमारी
ourselves.
पवित्रता के लिए होने।
It is for our purification, not to blame others.
કાલથી ગાતા નહીં કરમ તારા તને નડશે આપણે આપણું કરીએ
So let's focus on ourselves. What did Narsimhata says? We should protect our religious principle. And that is what Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita as well. Swadharma nimnam. So but we are so much focused on what others are doing. So we should protect our religious principle. And even if we fail in that time also Krishna will consider you as victorious. So we should try to follow our religious principles.
मैं जब बहुत छोटा था तो मेरी माता
When I was small, my mother used to, and I used to be free, so she used to take me. And I have heard so much from while sitting in midst of them.
जय काना काला प्रभु नटवर नंदलाला मीठी मोरली वाला मीठी
मुरली वाला
गोपीना प्यारा ओम जय
काना काला
गुण तणो तुझ पार के ने नहीं आवे प्रभु के ने नहीं आवे नेति वेद पुकारे नेति वेद पुकारे पुनीत गुण गावे
ओम जय काना
આ બધું મારી તમે બધા महाराज हो ना એટલે ઘરની વાત કરું मैंने मेरी माँ के गोद में बैठकर ये हजारों बार सुना होगा
I have sat on the lap of my mother and sung this. And I have heard a bhajan sitting in the lap of my father.
गोळे स्नान करावूं शा यमुना जळमा केसर
गोरी स्नान कराऊं श्यामला
हलके हाथे अंगो जोड़े लाड लडावूं शा हलके हाथे अंगो जोड़ी
लाड लडाऊं श्यामला
यमुना जलमा केसर गोળી स्नान करावूं श्यामला
यमुना
जलमा केसर गोળી
स्नान कराऊं श्यामला
क्यारेक नवरा हशो ने त्यारे आ बधी वातो करशो लेकिन ये माँ बाप के संस्कार हैं बचपन से ही मैं ये कह रहा था कि हरि नाम
So I was saying, telling you the glories of the holy names of the Lord. So which name of the Lord is powerful or potent? So, Lord's each and every name can attain us, the Lord. So we cannot say that you should not say this name or that name. All his names are powerful and attain the Lord. But there is a reasoning. So there are so many ways to go. You can go by car, you can walk, you can go by train or fly. So all these will make you reach London. And it doesn't say that it won't. So all the names of the Lord can attain us, the Lord. But of all these vehicles, there is a difference. Cycle will take more time. Motorcycle will be little faster. And car will be more quick, better. And flight will be even faster. So all the names of the Lord, all the mantras can attain the Lord, but what is the difference? It is about the essence of time. So we all are Kali Yuga. We already are half dead in taking care of the household. Half of our life is time is used there. So whatever takes time, it will not suit us. So we need something that is simpler and fast track. So Vedvyas Muni then was asked that in Kali Yuga, if we want to get quickly attain the abode of the Lord and to get relieved of the sins, what should we do? So let me give you proof in Sanskrit verse. So Vedvyas Muni has written, just listen very carefully. I'm about to speak the verse.
प्रजपन वैष्णवो नित्यम राधा कृष्ण स्थलम लभेत. भागवत का श्लोक.
So this is the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. So a mantra which has 32 alphabets. So 32 alphabets. So there is a mantra which has 32 alphabets or characters. So after that, what does he add? And it has 16 names of the Lord. Shodash means 16. So it has 16 names of the Lord. How many? 16. Okay. And what name? Prajapan. That is, if we chant with the beads, sometimes people say, you just chant on the beads, we meditate in our mind. Why you want to chant on beads? And we should say, you should eat also. Yeah. So when it's about to eat, you want to eat physically. You can earn money also in mind. So you do everything physically. Then why you don't want to take the names of the Lord also physically? You want to cheat the Lord? How much sins we have, or how much impurities we have, or contamination we have, we know, and the Lord knows. So I'm just speaking on this verse, Prajapan, that is on the beads. Sometimes people say, you count the holy names of the Lord and count. This has 108 names and we count. So you count and you chant. So shall we even count? So if someone gives you a pound, and then you will use water and count each and every note. So when somebody gives you money, then you count each and every penny, but you don't chant or count. So it implies that whatever is valuable, you count it. You know the value of pound. That is why you count it. So we have the value of the holy names of the Lord. That is why we count them.
इसकी वैल्यू है यार. So प्रजपन माला के साथ
So we should chant on the beads.
आप भूल जाएंगे फिर.
So
द्वात्रिश अक्षरम
what does he say? He said 32
और नाम षोडश
alphabets and 60 names.
प्रजपन माला के साथ
Prajapan, that is with the chanting beads.
यदि रोज
Vaishnav Nityam. So if someone chants daily, and what is the result?
स्थलम लभे
Radha Krishna Sthanam Thalam Labhe, that is the place where Radha and Krishna reside, that place they will also attain. So what can be a greater proof than this? I can challenge you. The proof that I'm giving you, telling you the mantra, if anybody can give another mantra with that proof, then I will accept your mantra. But do you have any proof? Our Guruji had this revelation and he gives. So, mantra is powerful, then it should be applicable to everyone. It should have a potency to liberate everyone, not for a living entity or two. And it should be written in scriptures. It's not that about an organization. I'm talking about Bhagavatam and Puranas, our Vedic scriptures. So Vedvyas ji has mentioned it, this Mahamantra for everyone. So if you have time, I can tell you there are so many other verses as well. I have 1,000 proofs to present. So this mantra, if we go to the Upanishads, in Kali Santran Upanishad, it is mentioned clearly, this Mahamantra, Iti Shod Shatam. So this is the proof from Upanishad. This Mahamantra is the conclusion of all the Vedic scriptures and Vedas, and by chanting the holy names, we will be benefited. This is from Upanishad. And even in Ramayana, it is mentioned. Shivji used to chant. Shivji chant this name, and he gave liberation to all the people who die in Kashi. This is the potency of this Mahamantra. So one is mantra, but this is a Mahamantra. What is the difference? The Gayatri mantra that we speak, Gayatri is only a mantra. What is the difference between mantra and Mahamantra? Everybody cannot chant a mantra because we need appropriate place, time, circumstance, and appropriate person. But the glory of Mahamantra is that there is no rule and regulation for the same. You can chant the holy names doing anything and chant the holy names of the Lord. It just gives benefit. Goswami Tulsidas ji has said, if there is a field and somebody puts seeds, so does he put the seeds right or wrong or in a correct manner? So no matter in what manner they have put the seeds, but the tree will come straight. So no matter how you chant the holy names, but it will give you the result. And the proof is of Valmiki Rishi, who used to chant the holy names in reverse order, and he became a Mahamuni from a robber or a dacoit. So that is why we should chant the holy names of the name. So we thought that we are going to UK and we were coming from Vrindavan. So I thought that the devotees will come and listen to the Katha, and maybe they will have some transformation and they will have a desire to do something. So from Vrindavan, for all of you, I have bought the chanting beads. They will say that now they want to talk about donation, etc. But we are not talking about any charity or donation. We just want to spread the love of the God and benefit your soul. So all those who want, you will get the
વિદુર જેવું થયું. રેવા દો, હવે બેઠા રહો, કોઈ વાંધો નહીં. ગાડીમાં ભૂલી ગયા છે પણ વાંધો નહીં. તો हाँ, माला आ गई है आपके पास, ये दोनों होगा. ये
so you will have this chanting beads and bell, and it has 108 beads, and there is one main bead, that is Sumeru. So we have this book. Yes. So the mantra is there, and whatever I'm explaining is mentioned in this book as well. So even if you forget, it's okay. So it has 108 beads. So people say that why 108 beads only? Gujaratis ask so many questions. They don't want to do anything, but they ask so many questions. So they say that, oh, why Shivji beheaded Ganesh, then where did his head fall? So, his head is lost and he got an elephant head. Why do you concern yourself about the beheaded head? So it has 108 beads. Why 108 beads only? So this 108 are gopi. So the gopis of the Lord are 188, and this Sumeru is Krishna. So when we chant, there is a Ras Leela of the Lord. So how should we do? On one beat, we should chant one mantra. What is the mantra? So whatever Vedrasi has said, the two alphabets and 16 names, this is the mantra. So on one beat, then the next beat again. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. When I was a 5-year-old, my father gave me this chanting beat. I used to chant like this. In 2 mantras, I used to cover the whole mala. In 5 minutes, I used to say that I completed 16 rounds. So don't commit this shortcut. On single beat, you should speak one mantra. Sometimes people say, your mantra is very long. If it's Ram, then it will become very fast. But the longer it is, the fruit also is that great. The fruit is Vaikunt, and you will get absolved of all your sins. If someone has thought that, okay, I will take the beat, then you will be absolved of all your sins. Just by thinking, you get, and whatever chanting you do, it will be for love of the Lord. And once we reach the Sumeru, so when there is someone sitting, then we should not cross it. So we should not cross it. So this one round is finished. Then we have to reverse it from there and start the second round. So in this manner, you should chant. So usually 16 rounds should be done, and it requires 2 hours. But you can start from 1, 2. I'm telling about myself that we chant 16 rounds because our spiritual master has told, the Vaishnavas are told to chant 16 rounds. So let me tell you that you should not touch your bead with this finger, because we commit sins with this finger. So you need not to. So the bead bag that just can remove your finger from here, so nobody can steal, rob your. And this finger should not touch the beads. So you understood? So in this, these chanting beads have came from Devan, and this booklet has all the instruction that how we should chant, how you should, and what are the rules and regulations, and whatever bhajans that we are singing, they are here in this booklet. We can do Mangla Arti, Kirtan, etc. Everything is mentioned here. It's in English and Hindi. Whatever language suits you, you can ask, and accordingly you will get it. So if you want to travel to India, then you need two things. What are those? A ticket and a passport or visa. So to go to India, you will need 600, 700. So the ticket is $700. So if you want to go to India, you have to spend 700 pounds to go to heaven. What is the, if you want to go to other planets for Brahmalok, and after that, if you want to go to Vaikuntha, it's precious. It's really. So this is what we are going to give to you, which is precious. You cannot count it with money or compare it with money, but I want a promise from all of you that you should take a vow that at least minimum we will chant 2 rounds, and it will require 15 minutes. So if, and later you can do 4, 6, whatever vow you take. So here Bhavagri Prabhu will stand. You can give your names and how many rounds you will chant, and you can come on the stage and you can get the holy beads from here. So it doesn't mean that you will be initiated. So now people feel that now they got initiation. It's nothing like that. So please don't worry. This is no initiation. For initiation, they will come to you. Here we are just giving the chanting beads. You chant the holy names and liberate yourself. So let's conclude this session with Jai Jaikar, today's session. So with so after a small announcement, we will do Aarti.
की